a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. 2018-19 UEFA Champions League. The 2018-19 UEFA Champions League will be the 64th season of Europe's premier club football tournament organised by UEFA, and the 27th season since it was renamed from the European Champions Clubs Cup to the UEFA Champions League. The 2019 UEFA Champions League Final will be played at the Wanda Metropolitano in Madrid, Spain. The winners of the 2018-19 UEFA Champions League will earn the right to play against the winners of the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League in the 2019 UEFA Super Cup. Format changes. On the 9th of December 2016, UEFA confirmed the reforming plan for the UEFA Champions League for the 2018-2021 cycle, which was announced on the 26th of August 2016. As per the new regulations, the 2017-18 UEFA Europa League winners will automatically qualify for the 2018-19 UEFA Champions League group stage. Meanwhile, the top 4 clubs from the 4 top-ranked national associations in the UEFA country coefficients list will qualify automatically for the group stage as well. Association team allocation. A total of 79, 80 or 81 teams from 54 of the 55 UEFA member associations participate in the 2018-19 UEFA Champions League. The association ranking based on the UEFA country coefficients is used to determine the number of participating teams for each association. Association ranking. For the 2018-19 UEFA Champions League, the associations are allocated places according to their 2017 UEFA country coefficients, which takes into account their performance in European competitions from 2012-13 to 2016-17. Apart from the allocation based on the country coefficients, associations may have additional teams participating in the Champions League, as noted below. Distribution. The following is the default access list. Changes will be made to the access list above if the Champions League and/or Europa League title holders qualify for the tournament via their domestic leagues. Preliminary round. Note: all qualified teams below are listed with their 2018 UEFA club coefficients. A new club coefficient system will be used for seeding starting from the 2018-19 season, which is calculated by the maximum of either the club points in the previous 5 years or 20% of the association points over the same period. In cases where the club coefficients are to be determined, the latest club coefficients are listed. A total of 4 teams are expected to play in the preliminary round. The teams are expected to be drawn into one-legged semi-final and final ties. The losers enter the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League second qualifying round. Qualifying round. In the qualifying rounds and the play-off round, teams are divided into seeded and unseeded teams based on their 2018 UEFA club coefficients, and then drawn into two-legged home and away ties. First qualifying round. A total of 34 teams are expected to play in the first qualifying round, 33 teams which enter in this round, and the winners of the preliminary round. The losers enter the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League second qualifying round. Second qualifying round. The second qualifying round is split into 2 separate sections, Champions Path and League Path. The losers from both Champions Path and League Path enter the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League third qualifying round. A total of 26 teams are expected to play in the second qualifying round, Champions Path 3 teams which enter in this round, and the 17 winners of the first qualifying round, League Path 6 teams which enter in this round. Third qualifying round. The third qualifying round is split into 2 separate sections, Champions Path and League Path. The losers from the Champions Path enter the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League play-off round, while the losers from the League Path enter the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League group stage. A total of 20 teams are expected to play in the third qualifying round, Champions Path 2 teams which enter in this round, and the 10 Champions Path winners of the second qualifying round. League Path 5 teams which enter in this round, and the 3 League Path winners of the second qualifying round. Playoff round. The playoff round is split into 2 separate sections, Champions Path and League Path. The losers from both Champions Path and League Path enter the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League group stage. A total of 12 teams play in the playoff round, Champions Path 2 teams which enter in this round, and the 6 Champions Path winners of the third qualifying round. League Path the 4 League Path winners of the third qualifying round. Group stage. The 32 teams are drawn into 8 groups of 4, with the restriction that teams from the same association cannot be drawn against each other. For the draw, the teams are seeded into 4 pots based on the following principles. In each group, teams play against each other home and away in a round-robin format. The group winners and runners-up advance to the round of 16, while the third-placed teams enter the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League round of 32. The youth teams of the clubs that qualify for the group stage also participate in the 2018-19 UEFA Youth League on the same match days, where they compete in the UEFA Champions League path. A total of 32 teams play in the group stage, 26 teams which enter in this stage, and the 6 winners of the playoff round. Knockout phase. In the knockout phase, teams play against each other over 2 legs on a home and away basis, except for the one-match final. The mechanism of the draws for each round is as follows. Brought to you by WikiVidi documentaries. Would you like to know more?